Good morning. My name is Sonia, and this is my
Troy.
husband, Troy. Yes, first of all, we want to thank you so much for watching our channel. We're Troyson Travel, and we just want to jump on quickly. We boarded the MSC Seashore yesterday, and it was like, as everyone knows, first day, embarkation day is crazy, so we did not have an opportunity to do a recap. So we are going to give you a quick recap before we get off the ship and put it in Nassau, Bahamas this morning. So we just want to give you a quick um, look at yesterday. So,
So, yeah, well, you want to start with the boarding process?
well, yeah, Troy and I actually got here the night before, but we didn't stay in Port Canaveral. We stayed in Orlando. So it was about an hour drive from Orlando over here to Port Canaveral, which was smooth. Traffic was smooth as well. Not until we got into the parking lot, it got a little congested just because people were seeming like they were coming in all at the same time and you had to pay for parking. So typical breeze, got in, parked, got inside the inside. You had to wait a little bit of a little line, but again, everything ran very smoothly.
That took about 25 minutes to get up to where they actually give you
Your, just
credentials.
yeah, your credentials to check in and everything like that. So that was a quick 2 minutes. And then another 5 or 10 minutes to actually get on the ship. As soon as we got on the ship, our assembly station was like right there. So we didn't have to walk anywhere and no more going to theaters or anything like that. They're actually right there as you get on the ship. So we were able to do our assembly station as soon as we got on. And from there, we attempted to go to the room.
Attempted.
And this is where it started. I've read several blogs about the elevators being slow on the MSC Seashore, and it's so true.
Oh my God, it was very true.
Did it take us like 30, 40 minutes to get to our room?
It took us about 40 minutes to get to our room.
From the elevator
From the
bank.
elevators. While we're standing at the elevator bank, it took 40 minutes to get onto the elevator to get to our room.
And everyone knows the newer ships, you have to select your floor from the outside of the elevator. So if we're on the deck that we're on, we pressed it, and then it was like we're on deck 10, and so then it was like, okay, you're at elevator D. So we're waiting there for like maybe 5, 10 minutes. Press it again. Oh, you're in elevator A. So this was going on for like 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, and it was hot. It was like so many people.
Everybody's crowded up with like cattle into the one little area.
People are getting grouchy. So it's like, oh my God. So I said, Troy, we can't. This is ridiculous. I'm starting to sweat. And I don't really sweat, but I started to sweat. It was so hot. So what we did was, I said, Troy, we were on 6. And our captain was on 10. But mindful, we've been walking, running. I'm like, oh my God, I don't feel like taking these steps. We had our backpacks, things like that. So eventually took the flight of stairs from deck 6 to 8. And then we got off at 8 and we saw some other people that were down on 6 with us. There was nobody on deck 8. Believe it or not, we were able to get an elevator from deck 8. So
finally.
We were from deck 8 to 10, we got to our cabin, everything was fine. We just sat here for a minute and kind of like rested and turned on some air and everything like that. So that's how it started getting on the ship.
And we chalked it up to, oh, well, the elevators is just because it's boarding day and, you know, everybody's coming in at the same time. No, that was not the case.
It didn't stop. It was all day elevator issues. I mean, all day long we had to kind of think outside the box without going up several flights of stairs, like catching an elevator up to 11 or 12, going down 2 flights, you know. So my husband and I are a little bit older, you know, got a little bit of movement problems going on this trip for me with my hip. So I didn't really want to have to, you know, keep running up and down the stairs to you know, so I have to keep the zip ball for this cruise. So.
Pro tip, if you have to take the elevator to a different floor, better to go up higher and then walk down and then try to have to climb up.
Yes. So I'm getting back to after we got settled into our cabin, when we checked in and everything, like I said, the room, you'll see some other vlogs. We have a quick cabin tour. We do have a balcony, which has amazing views once you embark in Bahamas, but you'll see all that later. So The next thing was the food. We went to the buffet. And for the longest, everyone complained about the food on MSC, especially the buffet. The food is not seasoned, the food is not good.
Well, to be truthful, we've been on MSC before and we've complained about the food.
Yes, but this, I think they listened. I really do. I really think they listened to the complaint because the food was very well seasoned. The buffet wasn't bad. My husband, what did you eat?
I got some roast beef from the carving station, some rice, string beans. They had a nice au jus gravy. I think that's how you pronounce it. And of course, the bread, which they are infamous for, is very, very good. That was an excellent lunch.
Yeah, and we had a great window seat with the view of the ocean. And I just had a nice salad. They had several different types of lettuce. So I created a salad, which was good. And then I had some pasta with Alfredo sauce. So my lunch was very decent. That actually took us through the day because we were so full. We didn't go back to get anything to eat, but we wanted to be able to, for you guys to experience the main dining room because it's going to be the only time that we're in the main dining room. So we took in a late dinner last night about 9:15. So you'll see that again on another vlog. So from that, we just kind of chilled around the ship, walked around. Oh yeah, the celebrate party. Celebrate party was so good. So the music was good. The person, it wasn't the cruise director that actually led the celebrate. It was like, I think she was like the person in charge of people having fun on the ship, not the cruise director though. So entertainment, fun, party, DJ was perfect.
The vibe was nice.
Vibe was nice. The music was nice. So that was fun. So we did that. And then the next thing that we did, we came back to our cabin, I think, after that, and kind of chilled on our balcony. It's only a 3-day cruise. As you know, sometimes you can just run. We want to make sure we can stop and take some time for ourselves and just relax. And we did that. From there, we went to a show, which was really good. That was a nice show.
Encore.
Yeah, the encore. The name of the show was an encore.
And that was there's only one other show after that they'll do, and
that
then you'll never see.
Yeah, that was last Saturday.
Right. Yeah, you'll never see that.
So that show won't be showed again, but it was in the Madison. The Madison is in the rear of the ship. So
Very nice.
we went there. We actually went and bought we bought some alcohol too, and then we went to a tasting that night. So, and then we ate dinner, and that pretty much summed up our day. It was very busy. We got back to the cabin probably about 10:30 or so, and called it a night. So we
couldn't make it to the blow party.
No blow party for us.
Too old. We were just worn out after all the traveling.
Yeah. So just want to give you a recap. So far, trip's been good. Right on schedule with everything. So we're about to go and enjoy the day. And that's our Bahamas. And we'll see you later. Again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We are new to YouTube, so we need subscribers. We have a lot more footage of vlogs that we want to share with you. If you have any questions, anything about the ship, please comment below, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have. We are also travel agents as well. So if you need someone to book a cruise for you on the seaside or seashore or any other cruise line, we're able to do that as well. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cruise content, travel vibes, and beautiful destinations. Thank you so much for watching.